we've been tough on Jerry Jones on this show before. There have been some bad decisions, as any owner makes, of course, but we need to give him a little bit of love, because back in September, we were pretty hard on Jerry. This was his quote. I know we've been just as proud of Dak as those Rams fans have been proud of their quarterback. So when I see them executing in a way that creates the offense they've got, I look at our personnel. I don't have to reach to basically see that. I don't think it's a reach to think maybe we could approach that kind of productivity. Look, at the time, it sounded ridiculous. I think it was late September, and they weren't playing all that well, Lewis. Mm-hmm. Now, was the man right?
Well, we'll see today. I mean, you know what? When Dak is playing at a high level and that comes off of the running game being the focal point, then yeah, productivity is what it is. And when Amari Cooper really steps up, and look, Charles alluded to this earlier in the season when he was acquired by the Dallas Cowboys, is this: when Amari approaches the game with the right mentality, there's no one who can cover him. The guy can run every route in the book. So when he's on that kind of game and they're actually feeding the ball to Zeke and the play action pass game is working off of that, this offense is very, very tough to stop. I have always said, look, the only thing that will really slow down this offense is the coaching staff. If they get out of whack with it and it becomes imbalanced, then they start putting too much on Dak. And it seems like they haven't done that. So I've been wrong as far as them being a detriment to this team. And when you pair that with this defense, look, I would not consider it an upset for them to win today in any way, shape, or form. In any way, shape, or form. I really do think that they have the perfect roster that Jerry loves to go ahead and go in there and take this win.
So wait, are you picking the Cowboys?
I absolutely have.
Oh.
Yeah, well, to me, I just think to talk about Jerry's point about them having a similar roster or equal to the roster of the Rams, he was absolutely right. And I said this earlier in the season that we all laughed and joked about it, but when you take this Rams team, which team would you take from that Rams defense and trade them to the Dallas Cowboys defense? I wouldn't trade those corners right now the way they're playing, Byron Jones and Awuzie. Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. Those two linebackers, Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch, which linebackers are you trading from the Rams team, to the Cowboys? And then when you talk about the other side of the ball, offensive line, which one of these offensive lines right now would you want to have? And when Dak Prescott is on, he's very capable. If he just makes the throws that he should make down the field to open receivers, this team could average 30 points a game if he just makes those easy throws. So when you talk about the roster and what Jerry Jones was talking about, we laughed and we joked, but Jerry Jones, boy, you were right on the money. And like you said, this will not be an upset today if the Cowboys win this game.
You'd take Zeke over Todd Gurley?
They're the same running back to me.
Okay, that's
They're
a wash.
the same running back to me.
And
both of them are one cut and go guys. They're not creators with the ball. But if you give them a hole, they're unstoppable.
To be fair, we did give him a hard time when he said that because they didn't have Amari Cooper yet. So it was a little bit of a difference.
But he has him now.
He does have him now.